Next we have the felicitation by Dr. Pawan Kumar Godakwa, sir, MD, PhD. I would like to again talk a few words on you, sir. Currently, sir is the HOD of the Department of Roga Nidan, National Institute of Ayurveda, Jaipur, and he's the editor of Journal of Ayurveda, author of 6 books and more than 300 national and international papers. He is the fellow of the WHO in Diploma in STD and AIDS in Thailand, as well as the expert member Government of India delegation to South Africa. He is the recipient of the International Academy of Ayurveda Physicians Madhava Ratna Award 2010. I welcome you, sir, for your presentation.
Thank you, Doctor. Thanks, Rajkumar ji and Ramya ji, for having me here all the way from Jaipur. It was a pleasure and indeed an honor. Respected Revati Madam, respected Shashidharan sir, I just want to remind you, the august audience, that Revati is a goddess. Revati is a Balagraha in Kashyap Samhita and a very angry Graha, if allowed to be angry. So we need to pacify her, and Ramya Madam will do it. But her points were very valid. We need to have that insight to be very particular, and that PR issue, not the PR which the theme of this SBEBA is presuming, that for surgery. The PR, the surgeons understand, is a different kind of PR. Yes, that's what I try to say, that our perceptions sometimes differ, what Madam wants to say and what we understand. Shashidharan sir has raised some very valid points again. I just want to harken back to what has happened over 2 to 3 years, past 2 years, the national health policy. Previously there was an Ayush policy also. Now the policy of Ayush has been merged into the national health policy, and at only 7 places there is Ayurveda mentioned there. But it finds a mention. The Niti Aayog is doing some good work of prevention and wellness. Those words have been brought in mainstream. There is this Ayushman Bharat. I hope we all understand that, and a good letter from somebody like Revati Madam was written to PMO, that the only name Ayushman Bharat contains Ayush. Not even a semblance of you can say anything was there in that policy itself. So it was rewritten, it was addressed, and now Ayush component is also there, Ayushman Bharat. Coming to this release of this book, again I'll go back to what ancient scientists said, that Shishya Ichchit Parajaya. It is a pleasure to be defeated by a very, very worthy Shishya, and he got defeated by his better half. So please raise a good hand of applause for Ramya and Rajkumar. He has been defeating me since his scholar days. He was a very good scholar and always debating and fighting. And हमारे केरल में ऐसा होता है, केरल में होता है, यहाँ नहीं होता है, ये नहीं बोले तो पूरे हिंदुस्तान में ना यूनिवर्सल है, आयुर्वेद में ऐसा हर जगह होना चाहिए. तो केरल में जो होता है वैसा इधर जयपुर में भी होगा. तो कुछ we experimented with some skin diseases and dermatography and all those things. He did that, and very nicely and very good thesis. I still remember that, apart from his flute playing. So I will not talk on and on about all these things. I have been sitting sharing with you the experiences, listening, and I am very happy to see this very people coming from Nepal and Goa and Kerala and Tamil Nadu and BHU. Institutes like BHU are represented here to listen to a non-governmental, entirely private enterprise of an entirely unknown sort of subject like science and evidence-based Ayurveda. What is there to have evidence in Ayurveda? Have you heard of a thing called pager? Some people might have heard of it. My generation saw that. It came and went away within 2 or 3 years. It was at peak, pager, and then suddenly it is off. Tape recorders don't remember those things these days, because rapid is the progress of science. If at all a thing has a staying power of 3,000 years and more and counting, it is self-evident. There is no more a need for giving some evidences for that. But as Madam rightly said, we have to have that PR for public, for policy makers. We need to show that this is the documentation, this is the evidence of wellness or curation, prevention, promotion of health, or whatever we want to say, that this was the before treatment, after intervention, this is the condition. So those evidences, the methods, how to understand that, all those things have been painstakingly done, fought on Facebook for a very long time, and documented and bought in a beautiful book. To those who do only know what kind of labor goes into production of just one book. Bandhya nahi vijanati tivra prasava vedanam. Those who have not given birth don't know the labor pains. So those who have tried to write a thesis or chapter or just a foreword will know what it have taken to write this book. I congratulate you, madam, for this, and best wishes for your version. What she has brought in, the evidence, the beautiful Mukhapurush, everything is beautiful. I am thankful again to make me a part of this experience. Thank you very much.